Oh, we're live.
Now we're live.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
very good.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, there's Jonathan. Hello, Jonathan, all the way from Orkney. Can you let us know if you can hear us? We're pretty sure you can. We just want to make doubly sure.
Let me just type, can you hear us?
Oh yeah, just in case.
We might just be talking to ourselves.
We could be just talking to ourselves. Oh, those. Actually, can you see? You can sometimes. Can you see how many people might be watching?
Yes,
yes,
they can hear us.
You can hear us. Okay.
Jonathan can't hear us.
Oh.
He'll be 71 can hear us.
Can.
Jonathan, can you hear us now? Yes.
Oh, good.
You're on. Oh, okay,
Very
good news.
Oh,
okay.
Good.
Right, so we're on day 3 of you being in China.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes.
I guess you guys can ask questions. Please just let us know.
Yeah.
We're currently in Hangzhou railway station, bullet train station.
Bullet train station, and you can sort of see in the background. You can give them it's quite big, and this is just a vague. This is not the big. I mean, the one in the middle of Shanghai.
Shanghai is bigger, yeah.
Possibly enormous, but the trains are stunning.
Yeah, amazing. So we've had a trip out to Hangzhou today to drive a Geely Galaxy E5.
E5.
Yeah.
Or just the E5.
Yeah.
We decided to call it.
So we've been doing that today. Now we're heading back to Shanghai. So please ask us questions in the chat. But how's your experience of China been so far?
It's been extreme in every possible sense of the word. There's no English words that can really convey what I've seen since I've been here. So this is my first time I've ever been. I think scale, confidence, incredible advances in technology. So all day yesterday, Elliot and I were at the Shanghai Autoshow, which is on a scale that is hard to convey. It's just enormous. How many halls we did?
There's 16 halls.
16 halls, and we did 8.
We did 8, and we were absolutely exhausted
at the end of it. But amazing stuff. We saw incredible stuff, and I mean, lots of cars that we can't get in the UK or in Europe, but I mean, a lot of them you either can already, and you will be able to. So it was really interesting to see them. The thing I remember about that in particular was eventually begging Elliot not to tell me how much things cost here, because the cars for sale here are much cheaper than any new petrol car you could possibly buy in the UK. Much cheaper than you've got to think of really decent electric cars, proper ones with nice seats and a roof and a steering wheel and wheels, cost about the same as an electric pedal assist bike in the UK.
Yes.
That's the sort of price range you've got to think of. Well under £10,000. Well under.
Yeah.
I mean, for a car that looks like a car as opposed to a tiny. Well, there was the little tiny one we saw today. Happy old man car.
Oh yes. So today we saw something called a Lao Tola, which is a happy old man car. It's not legal.
They're not like you can anyone.
No insurance, but they're about £1,000 electric.
Yeah,
and you can fit 4 people in.
Oh, you couldn't. Oh my God!
It's squeezed.
Yeah, it's 4 small. Not Jack Scarlett. There's no Jack Scarlett.
No,
would be allowed.
He's not allowed. He's not a happy old man. So, what Chinese has Robert learned? A question from Jonathan.
None. I tried to say thank you, and someone said it to me, and I've got quite a good ear. And I tried to repeat it, and I said thank you to a woman in a coffee shop, and she just looked at me like I was a weird foreigner, which I am. And it made no sense to her at all. So I don't know.
No, Robert's trying, but his chopstick skills are getting very good.
They're getting better.
Yeah,
although there's some rice. I mean, for the wild birds in the little restaurant, the little rural restaurant. It's great. We were being stared at by the locals because I think it's quite unusual to see 2 Western. It was not a tourist place at all.
In the countryside.
Yeah.
Raymaster said, please have a look at the new Zeekr 007 GT.
Oh,
so
that would have been there yesterday.
Yeah. I've seen it before. I've seen it already. It's a very, very good looking car.
Yeah.
Designed in Europe, going to Europe very soon.
Right.
Beautiful looking thing. So
the 007 is a very good number. If you're going to have a number, have a 007.
That's the best one to have. Matt Smart he's my friend from the UK.
All right.
We took a Xpeng X9 all the way to the border with Thailand.
Oh, right.
And slept in the car overnight.
Right.
It's good fun.
Yeah, and did that have massaging?
Yeah, and massage chairs.
The massage chairs. I'm not going to go into any detail, but I sat in a Neo
ET9.
The ET9, which has massaging chairs.
Yeah.
But it also does this whole sort of thing where it tips and bumps about while you're watching a screen. And it was amazing. I can't begin to describe it, but the massaging was very impressive. Suddenly came on, but one of the massage prodders was in an unusual place for a gentleman of a certain age. A bit of a shock, that was.
Moving on. Michael Anderson, I'd love to see more affordable EVs here in Australia. Yes, we too. Still too high to get your full EV adoption. I mean, yeah, we agree. I think it's coming. I think with Geely's Galaxy, the price is beginning to come down. Yes, it's an SUV, but we've seen lots of really good small cars. The Firefly.
The Firefly is amazing.
Yeah, from Neo. That's battery swapping. Really decent inside capacity. The videos on this channel, in fact, people are loving that car, and that will be going overseas. That's an overseas car.
But the thing I really want to say about that is before I ever did anything to do with electric cars, I never bought a new car. I wouldn't even dream of it. And that's what's changed in the UK, and that will come slightly later to Australia. We've had the first sort of wave of really large numbers of second-hand cars coming onto the market in the UK, and they are cheaper to buy and cheaper to run than petrol cars. And there's been a lot of research done in that, and over their lifetime. So if you buy a second-hand car that's say 3 years old and drive it for 5 years, you will save, it is like in the tens of thousands of pounds less to operate, and that's charging it, servicing it, everything. It's just much cheaper. So in fact, electric cars are already way cheaper than petrol ones. Just don't buy a new one. That's probably my advice. I mean, someone's got to buy a new one, but what happens is big companies buy new ones, or my company leases them. So those cars will eventually go onto the market. That's how I would. And I wouldn't buy a new car. I couldn't buy a new car.
No, exactly.
Where are you guys? Okay,
we're in Hangzhou Railway Station. I'll give you a quick look just above my head.
It's quite big.
It's very big. You can see it's huge. We're about to head back to Shanghai on the train, so. Michael Anderson, we need cars on the mid to high 25k to 35k. I think that's Australian, VW in China. What do you think of the Aero and the other one?
And the other one.
So we actually spoke to the guy from VW.
And those were really interesting. So if one of them, the Aero or the Era, I don't know which one, but the saloon car one, not the SUV one, look really good. Built in China, in a similar price category to all the Chinese company car, the ones made by Chinese companies. No, really impressed with that. That was interesting to see, because somehow the European built VWs don't look right here.
No.
And that one did, and it looked really good actually. It was very impressive.
He was telling us how they really focused on the engineering so they moved all the electric motor to the front, so that the wires
and the charging. So
the charging. So everything's at the front, so the wires are less, so they can make the car cheaper and then more affordable for markets. So very exciting for VW. I think there's a lot coming on. New Denza car, Lotus, that's the new sports car that we saw. I mean, we didn't get very close to it, but it looks very impressive.
Yeah, and it was getting a lot of interest. But that was another thing we could tell was we would go to a certain car display, and it was completely surrounded by influencers. And I mean, not one or two, hundreds. And they were answering questions, and their questions were flooding through their screens. So I mean, I don't know who they were. Each one of them, I was talking to between 5 and 10 million people.
I think so,
from their phones. It was just mind-boggling, that was.
Hey, we're live streaming right now.
We're live streaming.
That's amazing,
to
isn't it?
Really lots of people.
SG7 Ultra, that's the Xiaomi car. But it's the really fast one with 1,500 horsepower.
And I don't think. No. Terrifying.
The unknown unknowns are from Palmerston in North.
Oh,
that's New Zealand.
Oh, that's New Zealand. That's
did you take Robert to eat hot pot? We haven't had hot pot yet. No.
I'd love to have.
We can have hot pot maybe tonight or
tomorrow.
We're here for a few more days.
I will have some hot pot.
Yeah, not just affordable but small. Yes, we agree.
Yes, that's what we want.
We always want small. Paul Frost, hello Paul. What's your impressions or the difference between
the new Audi?
Four rings.
Excuse me, 4 rings.
And Euro Audi.
I thought that looked really good.
It looked good.
One with the Audi at the front.
Yes.
I wouldn't have known it was an Audi if it didn't say Audi.
No.
That helped.
No.
If it didn't have the 4 rings. But they look good. I mean, Yeah, I think they'll probably be quite popular here.
I think so. I mean,
I don't think we're going to see them in
probably not. The German brands still hold a lot of cachet here, outside of Shanghai. So I think it could do quite well, but we'll see what the price is. Price is key for that. Have you seen any renewables in China?
Oh my God, yeah. So we caught the train out here this morning, and there was a lot on houses.
Yes, a lot
on people's houses, but it was on the factories. When you see the factory, they don't all have it. I'm not overblowing it, but when you on a train and the roof is covered in, like 20 acres of solar panels, you go, they've got some solar panels there. And I was interested. There was a lot of older buildings where they built a framework on top of the roof, so they weren't like on the tiles. I mean, they would have been like 15, 20 kilowatts.
That's right.
Sort of size. And all the houses face the same way.
That's right. Yeah.
That was spooky. So they all, I guess, they're facing
southwest. Yeah.
BYD Denses. Yes, we saw that.
Grandpa John, we got an MG4 last year and haven't paid to run it yet. Solar panel equals goodness.
There you go.
I would agree.
Well done, Grandpa.
Elliot, do China homes have solar and batteries? So the rural homes have hot water heaters. Some have solar. They don't have batteries yet.
Right.
And the city.
We've gone. Oh no, I think we've come back.
Cuts out. Yeah. So BZ.
Well, if that's
is that the Toyota?
Toyota, I think that Toyota should bring their electric cars out here. We just followed one that was a taxi.
That's right. Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
And they're kind of there's a Prius-sized BZ3. Is that the
That's right. Yeah, BZ.
Really good. It looks sort of Prius-ish, but it's a pure electric car. Why the hell isn't it for sale in Australia, in Europe, in the UK,
doesn't make sense.
America?
Yes.
I don't know the answer to that.
Any sign that NIO from Hillby 71? Right. Any sign that NIO and battery swapping make?
We're back. Actually, that's quite nice for us because we can see.
Oh, that's better. Yeah. Do we need to change it like that? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
We're back. Where were we? As Robert touched the phone.
I went nowhere near it. It's not my fault.
Oh, sorry. So we've answered homes have batteries, BZ. NIO and battery swapping.
Yes. I would say there will be a battery swap station. So we discussed things with the founder and CEO of NIO yesterday. He was an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Incredible man. An incredible technology they have. I mean, that really did blow me away. And I mean, I think their problem is not the legal issues, the planning permission, the sort of bureaucratic hurdles that they'd have to get to build a battery swapping plant.
It's not easy.
So I'm not sure, but I mean, I think they'll try it.
Carlo, that name rings a bell.
I don't know who Carlo Zaccali is, so that's VW Saloon.
Is the Aura.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
The Aura.
Sorry, my big fingers. Fully Charged Show, hello.
Oh, what's your
agenda in China? Where to go next?
Well, we can talk about what we're doing tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're driving the NIO ET9.
Yes.
And we're going to do battery swapping.
We're going to do battery swapping with us in the car. I may get a little bit overexcited. I'm just warning you earlier.
Timothy, hi Timothy. He's followed the channel for a long time. Sichuan bullfrog, you need to try it.
Oh, that's a dish.
Yes.
Oh, right. It's not a car.
Very spicy and very bony.
Okay. Might skip that one.
Adriana, how do you need to ditch Volkswagen? They're so stymied.
Oh, really? Okay.
Have you been mobbed over there, Robert, as an international superstar?
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm sitting here now. There's massive. Well, there's a huge amount of crowd control because it would be. No. I think two Chinese people.
Yes.
And I met a lovely Jamaican guy this morning who is really pushing electric cars in Jamaica and in Barbados.
Yeah.
So he recognised me, and there was a German man yesterday that recognised us. Oh, from Volkswagen.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
He knew both of us.
Listen to the podcast.
Yes.
Is this the train station? Yes, it's Hangzhou Station. Lost you guys. Yes.
Robert
touched the phone. Welcome to China, Robert.
Thank you.
Being able to buy a Belgian cloud here in Australia would be great. So Belgian is part of that Wuling, that really small car.
Yeah.
Greggy Weggy, watch this space. I know there's plans. That's all I know.
Right.
I'll leave it there. A question from my mate Matt. What do you think the next big innovation in China's EV space will be?
Oh my goodness! Well, I mean, without question, recharging cars at a speed that would have been unthinkable. So 5 in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So really,
it's all battery technology.
It's all down to battery. So battery technology that you can literally crush, smash, fold in half, drive a spike through, and it won't catch fire ever. And in fact, you can set it on fire and it won't catch fire.
Exactly. Let Australia continue to be a test market for Chinese EVs. It's great for Australia.
Good. Yeah,
very good.
Absolutely right.
Spicy and bony sounds like a good description for a sports car.
It would be a good description, yeah. This baby is spicy and bony. As it goes sideways around a disused airfield, which is essential for all drivers.
Any BTG tech seen at the show?
No, not at all. It wasn't a topic, really, was it?
No, the only thing we did see was the automatic charging arm from Huawei, which came out and plugged into the car. But no, not much. Not much in terms of V2G.
No.
Let me just check the time.
Oh God, we've got to get because we are catching a train.
So our train is in 12 minutes.
Right.
So maybe if anyone's got one last question.
Yeah. We've got to run quite a long way to get on it.
It's quite a long way down this train station. BYD sodium-ion batteries are big news.
Yes, absolutely. So there's, I mean, the two.
Well, BYD and CATL.
It's basically BYD and CATL doing incredible things with batteries. We spent quite a lot of time at the CATL stand where they had really clear descriptions of the difference. Here's one thing that I did pick up. Now, this was told to me by a Chinese national who could speak English, but it wasn't. I was struggling a bit to understand. But what I got from that was that they've developed a battery that would negate the need for a lead-acid battery in an electric car to run the ignition. So part of the same battery pack would be a sodium-ion battery that will charge slower, but it doesn't need to charge fast because it runs so it's like a section of the battery.
That's right.
And it will never need to be replaced, and all the hassle we've had with lead-acid batteries failing. I mean, I was recently in a BYD Atto 3, and it was a brilliant car, and then the lead-acid battery flunked, and you couldn't start it. And you go, it's full. It was charged up to 80%. It's so annoying. But anyway.
Okay, I think that's it. We've got to go to get our train. Jonathan, get Robert to say goodbye in Chinese. 再见.
再见.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.